Today on Play to Win, former Falcons OC Kyle Shanahan has led the 49ers to the Super Bowl. So should Atlanta fans be happy to see him there? Also, our experts grade the NFL head coaching moves, and with all of the departures at LSU, are they a one-and-done national contender? That and more on the fastest 30 minutes in television on football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win. AT&T, more for your thing, that's our thing. And Beaver Toyota, we're here to wow you. Welcome to football's Play to Win with Falcons All-Pro defensive end Chuck Smith, Falcons All-Pro offensive tackle Bob Whitfield, Play to Win expert Jeffrey the Edge Schechter, player medical and injury reports with Dr. Sadiq Al-Amin, Falcons All-Pro wide receiver Terrence Mathis, and your host, Nikki Williams. Today's hometown team report is being brought to you by Montlick & Associates. Our attorneys know what it takes to win.
Good morning, Atlanta, and welcome to Play to Win. I'm here with, obviously, my special guest
guys
here.
in the house.
That's right.
That's Bob Whitfield. Let me handle this.
Yeah, you got
Bob
it.
Whitfield, Terrence Mathis. Yours truly, Chuck Smith.
And I'm Chris Marler. Not Nick Williams, but you got to keep me a picture on up there.
The new GOAT right
That's
here.
right.
Man.
That's
It's
right.
Good to be back.
Did you have a good week? You were gone last week. We had Bob filling in for you doing picks for both teams.
Yeah. Both picking. Well,
Yeah.
you must have been picking right then.
You know it was.
All right, so let's get right into it, guys. So the 49ers are obviously in the Super Bowl. That means Kyle Shanahan is back in the Super Bowl. Should we be happy for him?
Why not? I mean, to me, listen, let me just tell you about Kyle Shanahan. When you think of who he really is, he's a coach that has lost the head coaching job. He's been ridiculed as an offensive coordinator, but now you look what he's done. He's kind of, rejuvenated himself, changed his scenery, and has shown that he's a good NFL coach. But as far as Falcon fans, they're always going to hate him. But for me, I think it's a testament to perseverance.
Okay. Yeah, his swag is definitely up. He wears the flat brim on the sideline now, looking like he's been surfboarding out in California.
He looks like he drives an Acura.
Yeah, but what he does is he has done what his daddy did best, run the ball. And he runs that outside zone, stretch zone, whatever you want to call it. He runs it well. It is reminiscent of his father's offense.
It doesn't hurt when you have talent.
Yeah.
He has a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, and they do a lot of good things.
And that defense is good, too. So I will say you guys are a lot more mature than I was because I'm still feeling pretty petty about it. Regardless, we'll get an early look at this game. Who has the advantage, the Chiefs' offensive line or the 49ers' defensive line?
Niners D-line. To me, it's not even close. The Niners defensive line, I think they got, four first rounders on that D-line? Yeah. They are ferocious. Now, this is going to be the biggest test for Patrick Mahomes. You got guys that can get after you. Now, I'm going to just tell you this. This is the best pass rush the NFL has seen in quite some time because all the guys are complete. You got big guys, tall guys, fast guys, short guys. Then you got a secondary that can also hold it down. To me, it's simple. It's the Niners.
But I think the variety. Kansas City does a lot of variable things with that offense, with the read option stuff that the quarterback does, pulling the ball, handing it off, and then the tight end there is a definite threat that kind of equalize a little bit because he can block and run good routes.
When last time you seen Patrick Mahomes pull and run? He's scrambling.
Last week.
No. He's an opportunity scrambler. You said he's a RPO pull and go. So that's not really part of the running game that's going to actually help this Kansas City offense. He ran because it was an opportunity. He's not running Lamar Jackson. We're faking in the Zion run.
Well, I give you that. But
you ain't got to give it to me. It's a fact.
I give you that.
Okay.
But
all right, later in the show, how many departures can LSU take before they fall out of contention in 2020? But first, is the new direction for the Georgia offense what they need to take that next step as a program? And how committed to it are they? Keep watching football's Play to Win to find out.
It's not what you say, it's what you do that matters most in life. At Montlick & Associates, giving clients aggressive legal help with personalized service is what matters most. It's what they do every day, but that's not all. They've been actively involved in the community for over 35 years, volunteering their time and making a difference through their award-winning public service programs. There's a real commitment here, and why this law firm has been recognized at some of the highest levels. So if you ever need help after an injury, remember, a Montlick attorney will evaluate your situation and explain all your options for free. And they will always treat you with kindness and respect. That's the Montlick promise.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible.
Wow. That's pretty sweet. Cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings. That's on top of most other offers. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
This is it. Atlanta's best value is back. For a limited time, get 2 of your favorite dinners, 2 drinks, 2 desserts, all for just $29.
Southern favorites, we got you covered. For the seafood lover, we got you covered. Got a taste for our hickory smoked barbecue? We got you covered. With our 2 for $29 value, we have you covered. Order online for pickup or delivery at thisisitbbq.com.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
Today's University of Georgia Report is being brought to you by Beaver Toyota. We're here to wow ya.
Welcome back to the Beaver Toyota Dog Report. Guys, it finally happened. We've been talking about it for weeks. Georgia has hired a new offensive coordinator, Todd Monken. What do you think?
I told you they were going to copycat LSU and what everybody else is doing in the conference. I told you that. We had one expert thinks they're going to run the ball all the time, but no. That's why they went out and recruited 3 speed guys at receiver, and they got a great one coming back. They're not going to run the football. They're going to throw the football all over the field and have a good time doing it.
It's not often you get to be called an expert after you just meowed on.
Cat call.
What do you think of that? What do you think of the decision?
Look, the guy Monken came from Cleveland. Cleveland had Chubb, and what did Chubb do? Become the second leading rusher in the NFL? They're going to run the ball still. They got the 3 wides, but 3 wides and a good running back. It's inside, outside zone. Here it comes.
Of course they're going to run the ball. I'm not saying they're not going to run the ball. They're going to run it some.
Well, we know Georgia's known for running the ball, right? We know Georgia needs to throw the ball. It comes down to balance. What Georgia wants is balance. Now, they're always going to be a team because they get top running backs from around the country. They want to be able to be like what they did in Ohio State. They want to be able to throw the ball right. They want to also be able to run the ball. Think about Clemson. They did what Clemson can throw and run. This is about balance. If you look at all the teams that had the opportunity to play for a national championship in the Final Four, they all had balance. They could run and they could throw it.
So, do you think that James Coley got a fair shot as the play caller at UGA?
Of course he did. You get one chance. You get a chance to do it right and make it work. And if you don't, we got to move on and do it. Find something else to do. Yeah, he had a chance.
14 chances.
What do you think? What do you think? Georgia can't wait 3 years for this offense to evolve and be great. They got to do it now.
Okay, so that's a good point, and I want to hear your thought on this. Are you excited for the future of this Georgia offense and this Georgia program?
Oh, I'm super excited about the program. I mean, you continuously listen. Georgia wants to be in the dance. To win the national championship, you got to be in the dance. You want to get in the dance and then you keep dancing. So Georgia's still dancing. So you continuously get to this opportunity, you're going to win the national championship.
He over there giving a Macarena lesson. Hey, listen here, buddy. One of the other things that offense and the great complement of offense is good defense. And Georgia has been bringing some good defensive players in constantly. So good offense, good defense. Georgia stays in that high profile.
Well, and you look at this coaching staff he has now. A lot of former head coaches. Pretty impressive staff. Matt Luke.
Yeah,
O-line coach, man.
Yeah, but I agree, impressive. But I'm not impressed with all that. Let's win. What makes you win in college football are players. Coaches, they put together schemes, but really, Georgia has superior talent. So it ain't, to me, it's about getting the right personnel in position with the right scheme. So they can get all the coaches all they want. Yeah, you know what I mean? But the kids got to ball.
And you've said this all along. Georgia might have most 5-star players in college football. It ain't about the coaching. You got to get them going.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to Buster Faulkner from Parkview. So,
shout out to Buster.
Some love to my boy. Anyway, earlier today, we talked to our good friend Patrick Abad from Beaver Toyota. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing wonderful, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well. So listen, it's cold outside. but there's some hot deals going on right now at Beaver Toyota. Tell us what's going on.
Well, it's January, and the 2020 products here, the new Highlander, totally redesigned this year. It's out, and it's on fire.
That's awesome. So buying a car, it seems like it's never easy, but we see the reviews online. Your customer service is second to none. Tell us what the secret is.
It's actually not really a big secret. We spent a really, really long time over the last 2 years building a wonderful team, and we've just surrounded ourselves with people who make it easy to do business with us. I mean, whether you're buying a car, you're servicing a car, our team is just there. We're really just to serve you, not sell you.
That's awesome. I know I'm excited because I'm about to get a tax refund and be rich again. So. Tax season's coming up. Tell us about your pre-owned inventory.
So we ramped up. We spent a little bit of time just building that inventory. We went out, not just Toyotas, but we got Hondas, BMWs, Lexuses, Mercedes, whatever you want, we got it. If we don't have it, we'll go get it.
All right, make sure you take that refund check down to Beaver Toyota, spend it wisely, and make sure you check out online as well at beavertoyotacoming.com. Up next, when we come back from break, we'll be talking about the road to the Super Bowl, so stay tuned on Fox 5's Play to Win.
At Beaver Toyota, we have a vehicle for everyone. Hundreds of pre-owned and certified Toyotas. Plus, we carry Honda, Nissan, Ford, Chevy, and Kia. We have what you're looking for, even vehicles as low as $59.95. Looking for a new car? No problem. Take a look at our huge selection of Highlanders, Tacomas, and the all-new RAV4. Did I mention all these come with a lifetime warranty and oil changes? At Beaver Toyota, if we don't have it, they don't make it. Come check out the all-new Beaver Toyota of Cumming.
3 words: liquid white gold. Dive into our queso today.
Cash Pop is here!
Oh, the day has come. A brand new game is here, and we call it
Cash Pop! Just pick a number between 1 and 15! 20! No!
You could win 5 glorious times a day.
Hot! Cash Pop! Cash Pop! Cash Pop!
It's on your phone. It's in the store. And it's so easy, even this guy can play it. Pick a number and get winning.
We've owned a few different houses through the years. Your company was absolutely the best. They were so professional. Everything they didn't get a mark on a wall or anything else. It was clean, it was friendly, and it was fun. And most of the time, moving is not fun. I'm going to give a great recommendation to Atlanta Peach Movers. It's always on time and it's always professional. There is no tree in Atlanta Peach Movers.
To schedule your move, call Atlanta Peach Movers today.
Queso makes everything better. Even steak. Dive into our new steak and queso today.
Today's NFL Road to the Super Bowl is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Find new roads.
Welcome back to the Road to the Super Bowl by Georgia Drive Chevy. Now listen, we're gonna break down the Super Bowl next week, okay? I promise. But this week we want to talk a little bit about the NFL coaching hires. Every slot has been filled. Let's start with Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Is he going to win there?
I think he will because he's got the tools. Look what he's got. He's got Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott, a good offensive line, a great defense. I think he's set up for him to win.
Yeah, he's one of my good guys that I like. But what I really like is Ron Rivera with the Redskins. Ron Rivera, you know how he gets down, and he can develop that quarterback into the same guy that he had with Cam Newton. He can get Dwayne Haskins up to that level.
Well, we talked about the two coaches that we know.
Right.
That's what we know. We know their resume, and the other 3, we don't know.
Okay, hold on real quick. I don't like any of them, actually. To me, there's 2 retreads on there, Ron Rivera, Mike McCarthy. The other guys are unproven. To me, there were many NFL coaches out there that were left behind. You got Eric Bieniemy. I've talked about him at Kansas City, the best offense in the league. Andy Reid vouched for him. Man, listen, all them coaches are retread. The NFL right now needs to reevaluate the way they hire coaches and the Rooney Rule. More African-American coaches. No way in the world. It's only, a couple NFL coaches that are minorities. There's only 2. Right. So my thing is this. It's not fair, and there's something that needs to be done in the National Football League because diversity ain't part of the game, clearly with coaches.
I would agree. Yeah, it's hard not to. I will say, so the one that stands out the most, obviously Matt Rule coming from Baylor and this quick turnaround he had there, going to a division foe with Carolina.
He's hiring a lot of college coaches.
Right.
you know, at the end of the day, professionals, they're going to figure out if you can coach or not and going to run them out of there. And that's who we are. We figure out right away if we can trust you or not. And then when we can't trust you, we take over the room. And you don't want that in a professional locker room or meeting room at all.
But let me just say this real quick. The Falcons, Raheem Morris is now the defensive coordinator. Matt Rule, I'm even going to getting a coach who, listen, Raheem, who didn't have much at Tampa, and I'm not saying this has nothing to do with, that he's actually going to get the opportunity. I'm just looking at a guy like this. It's not even close. Matt Rule, I even come and get Raheem Morris for a job like that. It's just so many guys I can name that deserve the opportunity, and a guy like Matt Rule jumps up. Man, it's whack. It's whack.
The Rooney Rule is done for.
It's
not even funny. The Rooney Rule just doesn't work.
It's the clown rule now.
Yeah, it's basically like, we'll give a premier interview just to say we did it, but the teams kind of go with just like New York, and that's my old squad, the Giants. We just want a Belichick, disciple to run this scheme.
Real quick, which coach has the most success year one?
Mike McCarthy.
Yes.
Dallas is complete.
For sure. Okay. For sure.
Ron Rivera, Redskins.
Okay. I like it. After the break, with the 2019 season in the books, how does LSU move on after a historic offense? And what are realistic expectations for Ed Orgeron and company in terms of repeating as national champions? That's next on football's Play to Win.
Today's show is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers, Moe's Southwest Grill, and the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute.
This is the Chevy Silverado with the world's first invisible trailer.
Invisible trailer?
Hop in. Silverado offers an optional technology package with up to 15 different views, including one enhanced view that makes your trailer appear invisible.
Wow. That's pretty sweet. That's cool.
Where's the trailer though?
Get 0% financing for 72 months on all 2020 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, eligible GM card members get $1,000 in bonus earnings. That's on top of most other offers. Georgia drives Chevy. Find new roads.
Smart speaker, play smooth jazz playlist. Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Smart speaker, play easy listening smooth jazz playlist.
Internet down.
Your home is only as smart as your internet. Get fast, reliable internet with AT&T Fiber, even during peak times. Get 300 megabits per second for $40 a month for a year. Limited availability may not be in your area. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
On or off the field, we all have rules to play by. But what happens after a serious car crash? When the insurance company won't play fair? At Montlick & Associates, we know injury law, and we know what it takes to win. After all, we've been winning in our field for over 35 years. If you've been injured, we're here to help. Simply dial #WIN from your cell phone for your free consultation. That's #946.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
Today's SEC and ACC report is being brought to you by your Atlanta Nissan dealers.
All right, welcome back. It's time to talk about my favorite subject, not stats, but college football in general.
Nice stat guy.
We're going to talk a little bit about LSU here because I don't know if you guys saw this. We had 9 underclassmen leave early for the draft. They lose 14 starters, lost their defensive coordinator, basically their offensive coordinator in Joe Brady. What stands out to you most here?
The cupboards are bare. But when you win a national championship, guess what? You can go steal some recruits, and they can get some new players in to fill those slots because they're losing a lot of weaponry right there.
What stands out to me is Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, you don't find quarterbacks like this. I mean, just anywhere. To me, that's the biggest. To me, that's the biggest hole. Because that's the same thing. I hate to go to Alabama. Alabama now without their quarterback. You got Jones coming back.
Right.
To me, that's a big hole when you look at LSU. Then you got all these guys that are coming out. And I don't see LSU again just running the table like they did this year.
Right.
But who says that those guys, they recruit well, that they can't at least compete for it? But the quarterback position, that is what's going to be the difference between LSU being a great team or just an average team.
I think it's the coordinator position. You know, especially that offensive coordinator. Does he leave the playbook? Does somebody pick up the pieces or continue that success in that passing game, or do they go back to who they used to be with just running the football? So we don't know. We don't know what they're going to do yet. But
I don't think they're going back.
What Bob said makes sense. You can go out and flip guys now because you are the national champions. And when you're a great team, you're going to always have somebody plugging in when somebody goes. And this is the nature of the business now. Look what happens to Alabama every year. So
over here at Alabama, guys.
From a competition standpoint, all the other teams need new quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
Fromm's gone, they need new quarterback.
And it's a good point, like on both ends, because you talk about it like they're not going to go back to running the ball nonstop. But when you lose a quarterback like Joe Burrow, and you think about the offense, what it was before he was there, it's night and day.
But you play Tennessee. They didn't have a quarterback.
Right. Yeah, look what happened to us. We battled our tails off this year, but look, Tennessee's biggest struggle was the quarterback situation with Garantano. But something that you said, when you look at the quarterback situation, guys, now here's one thing: the narrative at LSU has changed. In the old days, quarterbacks wouldn't go there. No, quarterbacks went to LSU over the last 10 years to die, meaning nothing ever happened for them. Now the narrative is you got arguably the greatest quarterback of all time in 1 year in Joe Burrow. Now, who doesn't want to follow up behind that? I would.
I agree. There's a reason they call it Death Valley as well. Good point. So the Pro Bowl is this weekend. However, we are going to talk about what the Falcons need to do for next year when we come back on Fox 5 Football's Play to Win.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
When your psoriasis is bad, it can be hard to see what's possible. But the possibilities become clear with Taltz, the first and only treatment of its kind offering a chance at 100% clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100% clear skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop, worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions can occur. See the possibilities. Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Yum. Chili, chili, chili. Chili dog yum. Hormel chili. Pour on.
Cash Pop is here!
Oh, the day has come. A brand new game is here. And we call it
Cash Pop! Just pick a number between 1 and 15! 20. No!
You could win 5 glorious times a day.
Hot! Cash Pop! Cash Pop! Cash Pop!
It's on your phone. It's in the store. And it's so easy, even this guy can play it. Pick a number and get winning.
Today's Atlanta Falcons report is being brought to you by your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Welcome back to Play to Win. It is time for the Falcons report, brought to you by Georgia Drive Chevy. And you know what, guys, there's not a lot to talk about right now with the Falcons. I know the Super Bowl, like you said, is next week. But I want to hear one hot take. What is your hottest take, boldest take for the Falcons next season?
It's the Senior Bowl. It's what they can get looking at talent at the Senior Bowl. And what you have in the Senior Bowl, you have some premier positions, some receiver positions, you know, some offensive tackles to look at, and, of course, defensive linemen. So it's kind of like, what can they steal? Some people say they might trade back. That was T's GM pick. It's what can they steal from talent-wise Senior Bowl.
Maybe you can help me. Well, no, you can help me with this, being an Alabama fan. The long, lanky defensive end at Alabama.
Oh, Terrell Lewis.
He had a great day at the Senior Bowl. I was at the Senior Bowl for a couple of days, and I got a chance to see him come off the ball against some talent, and he was whooping. I liked it.
Yeah, about time I said something nice about Alabama.
Yeah.
So you like him for the Falcons?
I didn't say I didn't like him for the Falcons. I said I just like, if you're looking at a defensive end, that's your guy sitting right there.
I think my hot take comes with how the Falcons managed the, signing back some of their top players. You know what I'm saying? Austin Hooper, Devondre Campbell, and fitting those guys in, because those are great pieces to the puzzle. My second hot take is, how does that offensive line gel with Lindstrom and Gary, in this offseason? Because it's going to be big to protect Matt Ryan. If the Falcons can put all those pieces together, they have a shot to go really far and definitely become a playoff team next year.
We're winning it all. I'll just say it now.
I'm calling it already. I kind of pick the Falcons every year. But
I like it.
I'm going to pick them to win the division.
There you go. Well, when we come back, we will talk more about the Super Bowl here on Football's Play to Win.
Athletes of all levels experience more wear and tear than most. Stop playing through the pain. Get the proper medical attention you need from Dr. Elamine and the staff at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Institute. Our team includes specialists in many fields offering compassionate care and advanced treatments that will get you back in the game. From weekend warriors to athletes of all levels, we've got your back and shoulder and ankle and knee. Call today for an appointment or visit theshouldernation.com.
Hurry in tonight for Longhorn's legendary flavors. Our new limited-time blackened salmon with our smoky 18-ounce outlaw ribeye and our rich and savory Flo's filet. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
Where's Daddy? Where'd he go?
The 2020 Nissan Rogue with available Nissan Safety Shield 360. This is all-around protection. Save $3,000 on the 2020 Nissan Rogue or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
Bojangles has 2 sausage biscuits for $3. 2 sausage biscuits for $3. 2 sausage biscuits for $3. Sorry to sound like a broken record, but when a deal is this good, all you need to do is say it over and over again. It's Bo time.
Montlick attorneys know injury law, and they know what it takes to win. If you've been injured, it pays to request a free consultation. Call 1-800-LAW-NEED or simply dial #WIN from your cell phone. That's pound 946.
Today's lightning round is being brought to you by Moe's Southwest Grill. Come in today.
Welcome back, guys. We're going to close it out here with something I'm excited about. I know y'all are excited about. Don't give me any predictions, because we're going to talk about that next week. What are you most looking forward to at the Super Bowl?
I'm most looking forward to who's the best defensive line. I'm just tell you, because right now everybody's talking about San Francisco and they've been dominant. But in the playoffs, you look at what the Kansas City Chiefs have done. Frank Clark, Chris Jones. They've really stepped up. So don't be surprised if the best defensive line after the Super Bowl is Kansas City and not the Niners.
Surprised. I'll be very surprised.
Just saying.
But I guess my take is, leading up to the big game, is the quarterback play. You got Jimmy G from San Francisco, who's kind of chill out, don't have to do too much, throw the ball sparingly. And then you got our gunslinger Mahomie, having to do all that he does and run read option.
There you go.
And my thing is Shanahan and Reed. That's a matchup right there. Who's going to out-coach who? And I like Andy Reid. He's been around a long time. I don't think he's going to get scared by this game whatsoever. A lot of talent with him. I like to see him win one.
I'll tell you what I'm most excited for, and that is all the Super Bowl prop bets I'm going to win money on next week. It's like 150 of them. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, make sure you tune in next week, 9 a.m. here on Fox 5 for Football's Play to Win.
Today's show has been brought to you by This Is It Barbecue, Atlanta Peach Movers, and your Georgia Drive Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, find new roads.